Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Going old school tonight. This is not a beer from Tavor. This is from the supermarket. Southern Tier Pumking Imperial Pumpkin Ale, pumpkin pie in a glass. What's the 8.6 ABV. Yeah, I know it's only September, but I'm sure there's a bottling code on here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Best before August 6, 2022. So it's probably packaged on August 6, 2020. I would not age this beer for 2 years. In fact, I wouldn't age it for more than a few months. There's really nothing to be gained by aging this beer or other variants or other vintages of it. The only reason to age beer is like your super high ABV Imperial Stouts. And that's pretty much it. Anything else, you're just going to lose flavor, and you're just trading less alcohol burn for less, and for less flavor or whatever. Anyway, so you've been following me back from the early days of 2008. Well, actually, I didn't try this beer until 2009. It blew my mind. I remember a 22-ounce bomber, like maybe 2 or 3 beer stores in all of Albany would get a case. So there'd be like 3 or 4 cases for like an entire metro area, and you had to be, either in with the beer mongers or you had to be like show up as when the doors open. And now you can get it in 4 packs. I think it was actually pretty cheap. It was $13.99 for a 4 pack at Publix here in Florida. And I always get this beer every year, and I was going through some of my check-ins on Untappd over the years. And it was like I loved it, and then thought it was kind of lame the last few years. So, spoilers, this is my second bottle of the 4 pack. So, let's just say my opinion has changed. But let's see. So anyway, let's dive in with the aroma here. So, yeah, I mean this is Pumking. It's again, like it says on the glass, liquid pumpkin pie in a glass or whatever. So it just, massive, pumpkin pie puree, or pumpkin puree, I should say. Lots of cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg. It smells like graham crackers, too. I remember when I reviewed this with Jeremy, who actually died, by the way. Sorry to bring everybody down, but he's like, doesn't it taste like pumpkin pie in a graham cracker crust? And I was like, yeah. And that's what it smells like. Yeah, it smells like pumpkin pie in a graham cracker crust. No whip topping, though. That might be fun to try, though. Maybe throw some Cool Whip on here or something. As far as appearance, wow, it's actually nice to have a clear filtered beer for once. Drinking all these damn hazy IPAs and pale ales lately, I forgot that clear beers existed. Look, you can see me through the glass there, and it did have some foam when I poured it too. If you saw the thumbnail, it was about 2 fingers or so. It's kind of faded since. But I remember the last few years, like this was like you would pour it and that head would just fizzle away like soda. Looks like it's gonna stick around. So, anyways, let's dive into the 2020 vintage of Southern Tier Pumking. Cheers. Now that is either, I'm not sure if it's identical, but it's very, very close to. I remember it tasting way back in 2009 when I first had it. Just that rich liquid pumpkin pie, almost, well, I wouldn't go as far as say chewy, but um, just that it's a perfect combination of the flavors that it's got going for it. Cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, vanilla, the graham cracker kind of flavor. It just tastes like pumpkin pie. The alcohol on it is pretty mellow. There's enough to notice there. I will say that. I remember there were certain years, I think this got into double digits ABV, but it really doesn't need to be. I'd have to go through, I haven't used rate beer in years, but I was going to say maybe I should go on to rate beer, because they would always have every year that it was made, it would have every ABV. And I think there were certain years that I got up to 10, maybe not super high or higher than 10, but there are certainly years. I'm pretty sure there were years that it was like 9 something percent, maybe 10 on the nose. I think 8.0 was the lowest it's ever been, which actually I think is all you really need because I don't know like where all the sugar, all the fermentables are coming from in this beer. I mean, if they're using, pumpkin puree, that's probably really sugary. Here comes Leo. He wants some. Come on. Say hi to the people. Jump up, dude. He'll jump up. You want to say hi? Come here. Hi, everybody. Leo's been acting kind of strange lately. He got fixed last Monday. So, anyway, back to the beer. No. Yes, this is a great beer. Yes. Can you believe it? Don't you wish I had a cat back when I lived in Albany doing these beer reviews? That would have been funny. All right, so not a whole lot else to say about this beer. It just tastes like pumpkin pie in a glass. And I'm talking about, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a pie connoisseur, or a food connoisseur or anything like that. So, I mean, most pumpkin pie I've had, whether it's like the stuff you get in the bakery section at a supermarket or from like the, mom and pop bakery or like the country store, those types of stores, they all taste pretty much the same. The only variation really is the crust. It's like the pumpkin pie part tastes the same, it's just the crust is different. I'm sure by your butthole. Why are you wet? Oh, it's probably raining out. That's why I came inside. Let me finish up here. So I noticed the mouthfeel on this year is like a little bit thicker than it usually was the last few years. Remember like ever since I moved to Florida, I've noticed that like it became like a really thin kind of flat beer, and now they beefed up the body a little bit. I mean, it's not exactly, like Marshall Zukov or something like that. I mean, it is only 8.6, so it's like the same body as like an Imperial IPA. And you saw that it was filtered, so there's not, lots of wheat and other stuff in here to give it like a milkshake-like body. I'm not sure if I would go so far as to say it's like crisp, like a lager. It's just a medium body, and I'd put the carbonation at about medium, maybe medium low. There's like a slight creaminess to the texture. It's not super crisp. It is very smooth though, I will say, and the alcohol is, really mellow. Dude, get yeah, so if I'm gonna score this, I'm going pretty high. There was a time when this was like a 100-point beer for me, or 50-point. I think it's, now I just rate everything according to how I'd rate it on Untappd, and I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5 for Pumking for the 2020 vintage. Definitely one of the better vintages in that I can remember. Because I remember, like the first few years I had this, it was awesome every year. And I don't know what year it started, but the quality started going downhill. So maybe they got a new brewer, or, they got a new recipe, or maybe, maybe they just couldn't get certain ingredients or something. I don't know. But to me, it seemed that the beer changed for a while. And like now it's back to how it was and how it should be. Yeah. Very, very happy I got a 4-pack of this, so there's still a few more in the fridge. I'll be enjoying that over the next few nights. And now also Cigar City Good Gourd comes in 4-packs as well. Remember that was a super whale beer, and like now it's fairly common, so I'm gonna try to get that one too. All right, rambling as always. Thanks for watching. If you got all the way to the end, you are awesome, and I will see you probably tomorrow night. So see you then. Cheers.